Hello, folks and fans. And welcome to another edition, or a nighttime edition, of Now We're Piping with Dr. Rockwood. Smoking my Savinelli Bardella Firenze. This is a dedicated Virginia pipe. And I've shown this pipe before. I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, essentially, like, it's a Savinelli. It's stamped Savinelli. It's by Savinelli, but it's also stamped Bardella Firenze on the side, and that's just the name of the tobacconist in Florence where I got it from. So I'm guessing that they're a licensed Savinelli distributor. But in it, some Dunhill ready rubbed. So while this is a dedicated Virginia pipe, the ready rubbed does have a bit of a topping on it, but at this point I don't really care. This is a workhorse pipe. It was actually in their it was one of their basket pipes actually at the tobacconist in Florence. So it's all good. I mean, it's a Dunhill tobacco, right? And it's not in production anymore, and I quite enjoy it. So very cold. I think last week was like the last week of summer. We had a couple hot days earlier, like a couple days ago. But that's pretty much it. Like, we're looking at 19 degrees Celsius as a high and like 7 degrees Celsius as a low now. And that's pretty much going to be it until the winter hits. And let's hope that the winter's delayed as long as possible. Enjoying some always delicious Island Mist, which is what I call the poor man's Lagavulin. Lovely stuff. So cheers to all of you. I wanted to make a video today to talk about something that was kind of a bummer yesterday. So as you know, I have really cherished my fireplaces. In some of my earlier videos in the wintertime, you could see me smoking at hearth's edge, or hearth, however you pronounce it, depending on where you're from. But I love sitting by the fire and having a pipe, and that's like my nighttime ritual. And I split my own wood. I made a video about that as well when I showed you how I make kindling. By the way, I almost chopped my finger off making kindling a couple days ago. I mean, it's entirely my fault. It was just completely done out of negligence. I was, first of all, I wasn't even wearing working gloves, because I do when I make kindling. I don't when I split wood, because, you know, my fingers never come close to the blade really when I'm just chopping wood. But when you're making kindling, you gotta get right up close and like you tap it. And anyway, I was just wearing some cheap, you know, gardening gloves that were made out of some spandexy, latexy type of material, and I saw a knot at the top of the little piece of wood that I wanted to split, and my hubris got the best of me. And of course I should have known better, because I tried to split a knot with my hand right next to the blade. So it didn't go through the glove, but the glove just kind of gave in, and then the whole thing just kind of dug right into my finger. Now it's been a few days and it's healing nicely, but you know, the first thing I did when I felt it happen was just wiggle my finger to see if I could still wiggle it, and then I took the glove off to see the damage, and of course I was bleeding everywhere. And so that was an adventure. That happened on on Sunday. That happened on Sunday, and today's Wednesday. So but the reason I wanted to make this video is because you all know how much I cherish my fireplace. And every year I get my cord of wood and I set it all up in the back, and I love splitting it. That's like my therapy, if you will. You know, I get some music going, I kind of get in the zone, I'll crack open a beer and I'll just split wood for hours, you know. So that's the first component, which I love doing. So I bought the wood. And also every year before I actually start using the fireplace, I get it cleaned and inspected for safety. And I did that. And yesterday, the guys from the company came over, and within like a minute of them starting their work, you know, I walked up. I'm like, "Is everything okay?" And he goes, "I'm not sure yet. I gotta go get Buddy up on the roof to shine a light down, and then bring the, I guess, the brush down. I don't know." But basically, he didn't charge me the full amount for the work because where the chimney flue meets with the firebox, it's all rusted through. And I said, "Oh, well, what can I do to fix it?" And he said, "Well, nothing, because that company, Empress, went out of business years and years ago. So basically I'm SOL, and I can't make fires in my fireplace here at the Rockwood Towers. I'd have them all the time at the Rockwood Manor next door. And I had the fireplace inspected and it was all honky-dory. But basically the guy told me that the people who lived here before we did must have really put that fireplace through the ringer for it to basically rust through. He managed to get his phone up in there and he took a photo and he showed it to me, and it's pretty much a clean break between the firebox and the flue. So and on his report in big capital letters he wrote "do not use." So I guess that's it. You know, I mean, I was looking at options for replacements, you know, because this is so near and dear to my heart. I don't mind spending the money to, you know, get this sorted. I want to have a fireplace, and of course I just bought all this wood, so what am I supposed to do? But he says, you know, I asked him, like, you know, here in Ottawa there's a lot of regulations and such. There's a spider trying to get onto my camera here. Sorry about that. So here in Ottawa there's a lot of city regulations against having you know, wood burning fireplaces or fire pits within the city limits. So I'm like, man, like, what can I do? Like, I'm guessing that because this place that we're in now, the fireplace was grandfathered in, so we're okay with the bylaw. And he goes, no, we make fireplaces that are up to code and up to regulation and all that, so that's still an option. But the problem is the back of the entire mantle, if you remember, it was the same in our old place. It's brick, but it's not real brick. It's like a fake brick facade. And in the back, he told me that it's just a bunch of 2x4s just kind of holding the structure up. So it makes sense why he doesn't want me burning something in the fireplace if it's surrounded by dry timber, especially if it's not controlled anymore because the thing is rusted through. He says, you know, you can buy a new fireplace that's up to code, but you just have to remodel that entire part of the house because it's deeper than the section of wall that we have. And then I said, okay. And then he said, but that's not even the kicker. So you see, our house has 3 stories and the fireplace is at the very top. And we have this lovely winding staircase going the length of the house, the height of the house. But basically he was saying the real kicker is not being able to modify the part of the wall to install the new fireplace. It would be getting this thing up here in the first place because they weigh about 600-700 pounds. So the fireplace is dead, and I still see myself making videos, you know, in the library, if you will, or the den, and I still see myself smoking my pipes in there when it gets too cold to smoke outside. But it's such a bummer, like, you know, especially after I bought all this firewood. So I guess I'll split it, and I'll bundle it up and I'll try to resell it because I can't use it. You know, we don't really go camping a whole lot because we go to the cottage most of the time, and my father-in-law's got all the firewood he needs. You know, I'm happy to donate it to him, but there's no way that we can transport all of that, you know, in one shot. It would take years. So maybe I'll ask him if he wants some of it, but I mean, you know, it's such a bummer. It really, really is. And I hope that you guys won't be too disappointed when the snows come, like the day after tomorrow. I'm just kidding. it'll feel like it's gonna happen the day after tomorrow because it's already really cold and fall has hit. But you know, in a couple months from now, when you want to be all cozied up by the fireplace and, you know, enjoy a bowl and make a video, and, you know, I won't be able to do, well, I'll do it, but it'll be without the fire. So apologies in advance to everyone who enjoyed watching those videos. I'll explore some options, I'll see what I can do, but it's a sad day at the Rockwood Towers, and I just wanted to give you guys fair warning. I know that some of you have told me that you're looking forward to more of those fireside videos. I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise anything, unfortunately. So please send me your commiserations, because I could really use them right now. And so for tonight, I'm just kind of drowning my sorrows and thinking back. I'm glad that I made all those videos when I did have a fireplace, because that's kind of how, you know, that's how the channel started, right? It was a novelty thing. It was fun, and I'm glad that I at least had that opportunity to, you know, to film videos by a real live wood fireplace and just kind of enjoy it when I wasn't making videos. So anywho, I just wanted to say hi and vent my regrets and ask for your commiserations. So thanks very much, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.